At the beginning of the year, I was very optimistic about my future. I had returned to college as a part-time student, got a new job, and overall felt like I was turning a new leaf. But last month, I turned 22 years old, and instead of feeling like I'm entering my prime years, I wish I could go back to my high school days because now, I'm falling apart. Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's me, the extraordinarily brilliant Strozier, and it's been 8 months since I've uploaded. And in those past 8 months, I've had some of my highest highs and what now feels like one of my lowest lows. But before I get into all the sad stuff, I'm gonna talk about one of my most liberating experiences of my life. London, Paris, and Amsterdam. So much history in every single last one of those locations. Big Ben, Windsor Castle, St. John's Chapel, the Palace of Versailles, the Eiffel Tower, the Arc of Triumph, walking up to the top of some ancient church that was like 300 steps high in this very narrow space, the Paris catacombs. Amsterdam wasn't really all that because we weren't there as long as we were supposed to be because of our traveling issues, but it was still pretty cool and it wasn't as wild as you expected it to be. And did I mention that every single person in Paris is absolutely gorgeous and has pristine fashion? I was particularly excited to go back to England because that's my birthplace and I actually am able to have memory of it this time. But the culture in England is really laid back and sort of avoidant. Like the customer service wasn't all that good because they're not rushing to help you like they are in the States. But hearing them say cheers after everything they do was top tier. And I cannot forget the museums. Anyone that knows me knows that I have immense adoration for museums. The London Gallery was pretty fair, not the best museum I've been to, but the Musée d'Orsay and the Louvre were phenomenal. The Musée d'Orsay is easily the best museum I've ever been to, and the Louvre was overwhelming. But seeing all of those paintings that I've learned about and have always wanted to see was breathtaking. But after that extravagant course of 11 days, it was time to come back home. And at first, I was super motivated to get back to work, get back to saving my money for my next trip coming in 2024, Italy. But things quickly went downhill for me because when I came back to the United States and I went back to work, I was overwhelmed by a plethora of reverse culture shocks. I didn't realize how astronomically fat the people in this country were. I didn't realize how gratuitously expeditious American culture was. And I didn't realize how culturally segregated my small town was and how many parts of the United States are as a whole. And since I didn't have anything immediate to look forward to, my everyday life became excruciatingly monotonous. And the biggest addition to that was school. Now, all y'all know I went back to school, I made a whole YouTube video about it, but I truly cannot describe to you how arduous and energetically stifling it is for me. I only signed up for 2 classes, and now I'm only taking 1 this semester, and I am still trudging through it. Now, a lot of times when I tell people this, they're shocked because they're like, oh, you're so smart, but I don't consider myself smart. Now, that doesn't mean I'm dumb. I think I am socially intelligent and wise due to me subscribing to biblical wisdom. But when I say that I'm not smart, I am saying that I am not academically intelligent, meaning that I do not thrive within academic institutions. Now, about last week, I registered for my next semester, 2 classes, and this is how it went.
I'm not happy with myself, man. I have a lot of the sections done already. My first semester and second semester here, I was a full-time student. I'm doing this in what feels like an aimless manner. I understand that you have to do things that you don't want to do, but it's like when you're doing something that you feel like isn't advantageous, it burns me on the inside every time I walk in this campus. It truly burns my spirit.
Now, I think the most vital, discouraging aspect of me in school is the fact that I don't know what I want to do. At the beginning of the semester in my psychology class, we went around the room and everyone talked about what they wanted to do with their future. A majority of the people in that classroom are 19 years old. And there's like me and a few other people that are like 20 to 25. But when I tell you, everyone in that classroom knew what they wanted to do except me, that really struck me in the heart.
Oh, Jay, don't compare yourself to other people. Everyone looks good from the outside.
And you're absolutely correct about that. However, I'm not just comparing myself to those people that I barely know. I'm comparing myself to my older siblings. My older siblings, Isaiah and Hannah, knew exactly what they wanted to do with their life at about 16 years old. And at about 22, they were in like their last 2 semesters of uni. Now, both my siblings I view as very successful. They're both under 30 years old. They make really good money and they are living their life very well. I had a plan for my life, it did not go that way, and now I feel like I am quite aimless. So instead of moping in my frustrations and monotony of everyday life, I thought, why not broaden my social circle? I am a very social person and I think that I'm pretty easy to get along with. But I've come to realize that because people are pretty comfortable around me, they oftentimes think it's okay to ask me questions that I view are a little bit invasive or just straight up impertinent. People never seem to comprehend my moral values and standards that are primarily rooted in Christianity. Now, how do I know that? by the conversations that I have with people. Please, public service announcement. I am not trying to be disrespectful to any coworkers or classmates I've had over the years of all the jobs and classes that I've had. I am just speaking from experience.
Hey bro, you're a good looking dude. You mean to tell me you're still a virgin at 22?
Well, if you don't smoke, drink, or vape, then what do you do for fun?
So like you've never had like friends and benefits or anything?
Oh my gosh, Jay, why do you have to use all those big words? Why can't you just talk normally like everybody else? I'm gonna be honest, you need to hurry up and have your first kids, because when you get into your first relationship, you're not gonna know how to kiss properly, and the person might not want you.
Well yeah, I'm a Christian too, but I definitely don't live a life that's biblically aligned, and I do everything that the Bible opposes and then some.
Hey guys, I think he's gay. Someone go ask him if he's gay.
I promise you, none of those questions and overall conversations are made up, and that's the type of stuff that leaves me feeling very ostracized. And the funny thing is, those same people that criticize my moral values and standards are the exact same people that always come to me when they need help with the issue, whether it be major or minor. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I'll be sitting there having these conversations in my head thinking, well dang, maybe Christianity is hurting my social life. Maybe I should stop using such big words and I should be like everybody else. Well dang, I am a virgin, I'm 22. But let me get this is my choice though. Let me arrogantly get that out of the way. I'm not an incel, that's my choice. But then I realized, the biblically aligned life that I am living is empirically proven by secular sources to be optimal. And no matter what people say, I am always going to strive to have a better vocabulary, no matter how gratuitous they believe that it is. So though sometimes I do want to be treated like a normal person, I refuse to repudiate my moral standards as a Christian for social acceptance. Thankfully, I'm able to recognize my current life's frustrations and my obsessive, controlling nature. And it turns out, I'm not falling apart. I'm just moving at a pace that isn't as fast as I want it to be. And I happen to have some standards that aren't socially ordinary. At the very minimum, I will get my associate's degree, no matter how long it takes. If I am unintentionally ostracized by the people in my social circle, so be it. I will continue to spiritually ameliorate myself and lifestyle habits through my faith in Jesus. If people are going to watch this much of the video and still not press the like button so we can hit 30 likes, so be it. Seriously though, like the video. This season of my life is optimal for two things: character building and perseverance. And no matter how hard I hit the wall, or no matter how much I feel like I am not getting anywhere, I'm not gonna give up. Alright y'all, this video is coming to an end. I definitely don't know when I will upload again, but I definitely want to hear your perspectives on this video, the things that you disagree with, things that you do agree with, and maybe some of the things that you do relate to because you have gone through it or are currently going through it yourself. Please subscribe to the channel, like it, and share this video with 3 of your peers, friends, coworkers, whatever. And as always, remember to stay productive and don't act stupid.
And I got never left. 2019 couldn't get no rest. 1021 and I haven't slept. Had to remind myself I'm blessed. I can't live my life depressed. I rest and know when the Father don't check for best.